from Morphy Auctions July 14th and 15th Fine and Decorative Arts auction, there are more than 1,300 lots, including Tiffany glass, Rolex watches, portraits of presidents, Amphora pottery, Jade carvings, and much, much more. To narrow it down, we decided to take a look at 10 pieces with the highest pre-auction estimates. Starting from the lowest and going to the highest, we have Number 10, Lot 2162, Tiffany Studios Poppy Table Lamp with a high estimate of $100,000. An American Art Nouveau patented bronze and leaded stained glass poppy table lamp decorated with all over red, pink, and white poppy blossoms in various stages of bloom among a band of green filigree leaves against an intense mottled blue background, further decorated with a confetti glass green border and wire mesh centers. The shade sits atop a patented decorated library table lamp base. The shade is signed Tiffany Studios, New York, 1531-11, and the base is signed Tiffany Studios, New York. Number 9, Lot number 2257, Frederick Remington's original plaster model of The Mountain Man with a high estimate of $100,000. Completed in 1903, The Mountain Man depicts a dramatic moment in the daily life of a frontier trapper, in which he and his mount work together to descend a precarious slope. In his own words, Remington described the Mountain Man as, quote, one of those old Iroquois trappers who followed the fur companies in the Rocky Mountains in the 1830s and 1840s. Number 8, Lot 2258, Frederick Remington's original plaster model of the Scalp with a high estimate of $100,000. Remington's first depiction of a Native American subject was completed in 1898 and titled The Triumph. The more common title, The Scalp, refers to the lock of hair that the figure, mounted bareback on a horse, holds aloft in his right fist. Number 7, Lot number 2259, Frederick Remington's original plaster model of The Outlaw, with a high estimate of $100,000. The Outlaw depicts a cowboy breaking in a newly saddled horse that is bucking in resistance. Based on his Sunfisher sketch, it is one of Remington's most popular sculptures. Number 6, Lot number 2160, Tiffany Studios Clematis Table Lamp with a high estimate of $100,000. This is an incredibly rare American Art Nouveau patented bronze and leaded stained glass clematis table lamp by Tiffany Studios. The shade is decorated with an intense mix of all-over blue, purple, and pastel clematis against a warm sunset background with pastel-colored glass mixed with some confetti glass against a heavily mottled blue-gray-purple trellis background. Number 5, Lot 1043, Men's Stainless Rolex Oyster Cosmograph Floating Big Red Daytona with Oyster Bracelet, reference 6263 with the box. Pre-auction estimate $150,000. Circa 1978 with a case diameter of 37 millimeters, this watch has its original black dial with 3 white subdials and floating big red Daytona set slightly further above the 6 o'clock subdial. Number 4, Lot 1591, Joseph Siritz After the Battle, The Rebel Friend, with an estimate of $250,000. Based on sketches by the Civil War artist James Earl Taylor, this important painting depicts Union soldiers of the 10th Regiment New York Volunteers. A Confederate captain immediately came to the assistance of the 3 Union soldiers and procured the surgeon to remove the bullets from his Masonic brothers and dress their wounds. Number 3, Lot 2161, Tiffany Stained Glass Windows, with a high estimate of $250,000. This is a suite of 2 leaded glass windows attributed to Tiffany Studios. The first depicts an undulating stream in shaded blue and white glass. One window has tall poplar trees bordering the stream, along with lily flowers in the foreground and a mountain in the background. The poplar trees are done in mottled green, orange, and yellow glass, while the lilies are in shaded purple, blue, and white glass with mottled green leaves. The second window shows the stream winding through rolling hills and meadows, all done in mottled maroon, blue, green, and orange glass. The window is further decorated with blue, white, purple, and red flowers in the foreground. These windows were located in a house in Philadelphia that was demolished in the 1970s and have been in storage until this auction. Coming in at number 2 is Lot 1567, William F. Cogswell's life-size portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, with a high estimate of $500,000. This is a rare opportunity for the Lincoln collector. In 1864, William F. Cogswell was invited to the White House to sketch President Lincoln. The painting, which measures 89.5 inches by 53.5 inches unframed and 108 inches by 72 inches framed, shows the president on the White House porch with the Capitol dome in the background and the president's iconic stovepipe top hat on the chair in the foreground. As the work was nearing completion, Congress announced a portrait contest to paint Lincoln's likeness, with President Ulysses S. Grant choosing the winner. Grant chose this depiction, making it the official White House portrait. This particular copy was found hanging in Albion Castle, a mansion built in 1870 in San Francisco when the artist was living in that city. And finally, number 1 on the list, Lot 1569, Peter Rothermel's Second Day Battle at Gettysburg as seen from Little Round Top, with a high estimate of $800,000. After the Civil War, he was commissioned by the Pennsylvania legislature to paint a monumental work of the Battle of Gettysburg. This is a rare and possibly singular opportunity to purchase one of the Gettysburg series by Rothermel. According to the curators at the State Museum in Harrisburg, this painting is part of the series that they own and is the only one that is both signed and inscribed. So there you have it, the top 10 pieces with the highest pre-auction estimates for Morphy Auctions July 14th and 15th, 2020 Fine and Decorative Arts sale. To browse the more than 1,300 lots in their entirety, click the link to the catalog in the description below.